Oh my gosh. Where's the other car? There's no people in here.
The first tropical storm to hit Los Angeles in more than 80 years unleashed floods across parts of Southern California more accustomed to drought, as officials urged the public to stay safe as they began to count the cost of damage. The National Weather Service downgraded the hurricane to a tropical depression, but not before California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency for much of Southern California, with flash flood warnings until at least 3 a.m., 1000 GMT on Monday. Mountain and desert areas could get 5 to 10 inches, 12 to 25 centimeters of rare rain, as much as the deserts typically see in a year, forecasters said. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass says she was still worried that people could let down their guard if Hillary left them initially unharmed, but later bands of the storm swung back to surprise those who were not prepared. We know that it could get much worse, Bass told a news briefing on Sunday. My concern is that people will be a little dismissive and go out when we need people to stay at home to stay safe. Hillary's center was expected to move quickly across Nevada on Monday, with the storm forecast to dissipate later in the day, the Weather Service said. The storm had passed northward through Mexico's Baja California peninsula. It killed at least one person in Mexico, triggering flash flooding and sweeping away roads. It crossed the border on Sunday afternoon, hitting San Diego County with its first tropical storm ever recorded and becoming the first to pelt Los Angeles County since 1939. San Bernardino County, to the east of Los Angeles, ordered evacuations of towns in the mountains and valleys where social media images showed torrents of water, mud, rock, and trees. In more populated Ventura County northwest of Los Angeles, the National Weather Service warned of life-threatening flooding from heavy rains, which dumped up to 2 inches, 5 centimeters, of rain within 2 hours. U.S. President Joe Biden ordered federal agencies to move personnel and supplies into the region. Officials said Los Angeles County's 75,000 homeless people were especially vulnerable, as were hillside canyons and areas recently denuded by wildfires. As a precaution, the two largest school districts in the state, in Los Angeles and San Diego, canceled school on Monday. The storm stunned people in the nearby town of Rancho Mirage, where water and debris rushed over closed roads and stranded at least one pickup truck and water that rose nearly to the top of its bed.
The state were also suspended. California Governor Gavin Newsom on Sunday said President Joe Biden ordered federal agencies to move personnel and supplies into the region.
It's quite amazing. I've never seen anything like this, said Scene Julian, 54, a resident of the town. I'm seeing a lot more trees down, and there's a big tree that just fell over there, and I probably shouldn't be out here. In Palm Springs, a local state of emergency was declared due unprecedented rainfall and flooding of local roadways and at least one swiftwater rescue, according to officials. Palm Springs police and fire continue to urge residents to stay home and avoid driving during these dangerous conditions, a statement from the city said. UCLA climate scientist Daniel Swain posted on social media Sunday afternoon that Palm Springs recorded its heaviest hourly rainfall on record, and intense tropical downpours could continue for hours in the Coachella Valley. The city of Indio followed suit by declaring its own local emergency late Sunday night, saying the storm has threatened local infrastructure and public health and safety. Nearby Palm Desert also reported an array of road closures due to flooding. A stretch of Interstate 10 was closed in both directions in the area Sunday evening due to flooding. A flood watch will be in effect until late Monday night for Riverside County Mountains, the Coachella Valley, and the San Gorgonio Pass near Banning. The watch will expire at 5 a.m. Monday in Riverside County valleys. A more serious flash flood warning had been in place for most of Riverside and San Bernardino counties earlier in the day, but it was allowed to expire at 8:30 p.m. Sunday. A local emergency was declared in Palm Springs, California, Sunday afternoon as flash flooding from Hillary overwhelmed the city. The desert resort city so far received more than a half year's worth of rain in less than a day. As of early evening, the NWA has recorded 2.64 inches since early morning. The city only sees an average of 0.14 inches each August and 4.61 inches a year. No monthly average exceeds 1.15 inches. Due to unprecedented rainfall and flooding of local roadways and at least one swift water rescue, City Manager Scott Stiles has declared a local emergency due to the critically dangerous impacts, announced the City of Palm Springs on X, the company formerly known as Twitter. The Palm Springs Fire Department shared a video of the raging wash over major. First responders coming to the aid of those stranded by the flooding had some issues themselves. This ambulance looked more like it was on a log flume instead of a city street. Roads became slick from the rain. A film of oil and the detergents and gasoline accumulates and coats the asphalt during the dry season. Before rain fell heavy enough to wash it away, the streets proved too slippery for this car. Sunday already set a record for the wettest August day in history for Palm Springs. The previous record has been held since 1930, and more rain is on the way. The FedEx Forecast Center calls for 3 to 5 inches total for the city before Hillary departs. The highest rainfall amounts are on the highest elevation of the mountains cradling Palm Springs and the entire Coachella Valley. That rain is going to be forced up along some of those mountains, especially east of San Diego, explained meteorologist Michael Estime. And that's going to create what we call orographic lift. And as moisture is lifted up the mountains, it is then going to condense, and it's going to get squeezed out like a wet washcloth over these areas again east of the mountains.
Even the fire truck can't get through.
The extreme wind gusts with Hillary, already up to 84 miles per hour on Big Black Mountain, blow south-southwesterly and lift the moisture and heavy rain on normally dry west slopes, explained the Fox Weather Forecast Center.
That is a lot of water, guys.
This was the scene in
Palm Springs sits at the foot of 10,000-foot Mount Jacinto, according to the Bureau of Tourism. Gravity will force the water downhill, where it will overwhelm already taxed spillways, washes, and gullies.
When encountering a flooded roadway, turn around, don't drown. Someone you love is counting on you.
Water exploded through a low-lying road so fast that this truck in Thousand Palms, part of the Coachella Valley, couldn't escape. The driver was trapped.
Cameron Canyon Road, that's in between Mojave and Tehachapi. So please make alternate plans, as both sides of the freeway are currently closed. Caltrans District 9 is on scene, working diligently and very hard to get this cleaned up, get the freeway opened. But please use Caltrans Quick Map for the latest road updates, and check with the National Weather Service for the latest weather updates.
While Palm Springs braces for a year of rain from this one storm, some arid cities will see several years' worth of rain in just a day before Hillary departs.